Deep inside the forest lies an anonymous grave. Whoever chose this place didn't want anyone to find it. 2 months after the end of the Russian occupation here, the body of a Ukrainian man was unearthed, his passport found nearby. The police say the death of the 56-year-old civilian is linked to the Russian aggression. Nothing unusual these days. We found many, and we will find more because a lot of people are still missing. A lot of people died. A lot of people were buried. The victim's daughter is on the scene. She tells us her father went missing on the 18th of March during the Russian occupation.
I only know he walked out of his house and didn't return. I think he went to feed the dog of the neighbor who had left. I don't know where else he would have gone.
So far, clues are limited as to what happened to her father. His passport shows red stains on it, possibly blood. Bucha, Hostomel, Irpin. These towns have become synonymous with Russian war crimes. More than 1,000 people were killed in Bucha alone. In neighboring Irpin, the cemetery has changed in appearance, with hundreds of freshly dug graves. Today, streets in the area are lined with destroyed houses and shops. All over town, reminders of horrific acts of violence, like these cars attacked with weapons of war. So all the vehicles you see here are civilian vehicles that were used by people from Bucha to try to flee from the Russians and flee from the fighting, just like this vehicle over here. As we learned, it was struck in the back while trying to exit the town. It was hit by heavy machine gun fire, and the bullets traveled through the entire car, hitting in the back, exiting at the front, and killing at least one person inside. One of more than 3,000 war crimes that are now being investigated in the Kyiv region alone. An arduous task, but authorities are making some gains.
We have already fixed more than 300 persons from Russian army in Kyiv region that were mentioned here in our territory, and we know for sure that they were from special forces from Russian Federation. They came here. We have their names, surnames, also even their families.
But with them being out of reach of Ukrainian authorities, what are the prospects of bringing these men to justice?
They couldn't visit any country where they have a possibility to be arrested. So anyway, we know that if somewhere they will come, international court and international police officers and maybe Interpol will find out them and arrest it. So we hope that they will, find the punishment because they are guilty.
So far, fewer than 50 alleged Russian war criminals remain in Ukrainian custody.